All right, folks, are you ready for an epic unboxing of epic proportions? Yes, yes, you know it. Check this out. The Pixel 2 and Pixel 2 XL are in the house. They didn't just send me the XL, which is one I really wanted. They sent me both phones and a bunch of other things over there, that I will get to you to show you in a second. So super exciting. More importantly, these are the black models, both of them, which is not my preferred choice, but at least they harmonize well together. They look very similar in terms of design, and they match really nicely, where the other colors are a little odd. I think, as I mentioned in the podcast, I feel like Google has kind of like done a bit of a weird thing here with the design. It doesn't seem to be as consistent of a design experience as last year. But these two and these colors are really, I think, the right design. So there you go. I've got them. Let's turn them over so you can look at the back. There you go. Team Pixel. The XL here has a nice little version of it in the side. Like on this side doesn't have it. It just says Google Assistant. On top is nothing. There is a bunch of serial numbers here. Don't know which model this is that I have. Oh, that's a 64 gigabyte model, so there you go. And just black, as you know. And then we've got the other one, right? We've got this this Pixel 2 here, as you can see. That's this side of it, and there's the top. And again, Google Assistant, and then some numbers, and it says Pixel 2, also 64 gigabyte with a smaller screen, obviously, also just black. So there we go. I know what you want me to start with. Let's start with the big guy, all right? Pixel 2 XL. Are we ready? Whoa, nothing in here, of course. First up, the phone, which is stored upside down. Very interesting. Very usually phones are in their box like this, but you can see from the indents here that this was actually properly stored this way. So let's open this up and slide it out of its, oh no, it's sticky, so I can't slide it out. But here's the phone. No film to slide out on this. But hey, that's life, right? There we go. I like to put things back the way I found them. So then we've got a divider, right? And then we got another little thing here. And this obviously has some stuff in it. Let's see if I can open this up. Well, there we go. So SIM tool, of course. And it says, let's get started. Very similar to the unboxing of the Google Home Mini I just did, right? Tells you what to do. Put your SIM card in, multiple languages. Safety notice, of course, nobody reads this stuff. You know, I don't know why they still do manuals, but at least these manuals are interesting, not boring like most manuals. So there we go. Let's see if we can seal this up. Oh yeah, look, we can still seal this up. All right. Next up, we have a little divider again with this cool little adapter. This is a USB-A to USB-C adapter. That means you can use this to do the file transfer between an old phone and a new phone. And this, folks, is also was included with the Pixels last year, so nothing new there. What else do we got? We've got, the headphone adapter. Very, very contentious issue. Very upset that they removed the headphone jack. Most of these adapters are not very good. If you listen to the podcast, you will have heard my rant about USB-C and the non-standardization of these adapters. You can find these on eBay all day long for $3, but they're not going to work with a Pixel because the ones on eBay are analog adapters that only work with phones like the Moto Z series and phones like the LaIco phone. This is a digital adapter, which is also what HTC uses on their phones. And so it has a DAC and headphone amp all built into this, and it's a lot more expensive to make. But because it's small, the quality of the audio tends to suffer. They can't pack too many great quality components in such a small adapter. So the U11 adapter, for example, sounds like crap. And so I'm really hoping that this adapter will sound better because I don't want a crappy audio experience, and I only like to do wired because I have a whole bunch of legacy headphones that I like to use. So there you have the adapter. And then we've got a USB Type-C to Type-C cord. C2C. That means maximum power for charging and speed for charging. And then let's see, I don't know if I can store this back in here the way it was, but it's worth a try. And yeah, that seems difficult. But then we have something in here. Aha! That is the charger. USB-C fast charger has no markings. Oh, they're all down here. It does have a little up top plastic thing to remove, but that's it. So, let's find out what the phone is like when we start it up. Dun, 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 dun. So, power button is up here. Ooh, it feels really nice. This is aluminum, but it's like this really cool matte, satin matte finish. I think it feels painted to me, but I know it's metal. So this is what I was saying on the podcast, folks, right? That was quick boot. There's a lot of bezel on this phone compared to, for a 6-inch screen that's 18 by 9. More importantly, this is the exact same display as the V30, and I want to compare them because I think it's really important you understand what we were talking about on the podcast the last few times. And that's that here is a V30. And let me maybe put the V30 up on some sort of like screen that takes up something that takes up most of the screen. Unfortunately, it's not taking up the bottom here, but I can fix that. Going into the settings, change the display the buttons. Let's see, home buttons, and I can change the color. Oh, there you go. Actually, you can see it really well here. White. So as you can see, look, these phones have the same display, slightly different color calibration, but there's a lot less bezel on the sides and the top and the bottom of the V30 compared to the Pixel 2 XL, right? Look at that. It's kind of amazing. If I put them on top of each other, you can really see the difference in size. And then the width is also not insignificant. You can see there's about 3 or 4 millimeter difference. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's a bit odd that it's the same display, both very thin phones, but not only is there a camera bump on the Pixel XL 2, but there's a lot of bezel around here. It seems for a bezel-less display to have a lot of bezel. Of course, you do have front and bottom firing, front firing top and bottom speakers, right? So that's pretty cool. All right, so let's put away the V30 because that's not what this is about. And then, you know, let's talk about this phone in a little bit more detail. So as I said, the specs are well known. 6-inch Quad HD Plus, so ultra-wide 18 by 9 Quad HD display. Snapdragon 835, 4 gigs of RAM. This particular model has 64 gigs of storage. I think there's another version with 128. Maybe there's one with 256, I can't remember. Front-facing speakers, stereo. There's a front-facing camera here. I can't remember the specs on that. I think it might be 8 megapixels. And then there is this insane 12 megapixel f/1.8 large pixel, I think 1.4 micron OIS stabilized camera, which in my brief tests at the event for an hour blew my mind. There's dual flash here. I'm not sure it's dual color. It's kind of hard to tell. Can you tell? Yeah, maybe it's dual color. And then this kind of like glass. I'm not sure if it's glass, but it's like some sort of camera band. Now, there is a version of this phone that I really like. It's a dual color, black at the top and white at the bottom with a red power button. Unfortunately, it doesn't really match the kind of white on silver design aesthetic of the Pixel for whatever reason. So I'm not quite sure what the deal is with that. On the left-hand side here, you have the SIM card slot. Remember, this phone does not have microSD expansion. On top, you have the secondary microphone. On the bottom, you have USB Type-C, and primary microphone doesn't seem to be there, so it's probably right in that second speaker slit right there. You can see. And then you got the power lock and volume rocker buttons here. And there is no texture on the power button this year. Last year there was a nice little texture there, which was great. Fingerprint readers in the back where it should be, in a perfect position, like really perfect. So that's really exciting. And that is the Pixel 2 XL, my friends. So let's move on to the next phone. And before we do that, I'm going to have to repack this because I only have so much real estate here to put stuff away. So let's see. This is already sticking out a little bit, I think, because of these, because of this. So let's see if we can squeeze them in here like that. That seems a little better. Maybe not. I'm not sure if I can make this work. There we go. Put them in the middle of this, like that. Okay, so that'll work. And then now it's level, and this is level. And oh, I forgot to put the headphone jack back, so I need to do that. There we go. And let's try this again. Perfect. Perfect. And perfect. And perfect. So I'm going to leave this out, and now let's go to the Pixel 2. Dun, 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 dun. Are you guys ready for this one? Here we go. Boom. Nothing here again. Now I'm going to be a little quicker with this because the contents are, I presume, pretty much the same. Smaller phone. We're going to open this up. Oh, this one's sealed. A lot more sealed than the other one. The other one just kind of opened up really easily, but this one is cranky. So different manufacturers. Remember, the Pixel 2 XL was manufactured by LG. This here is manufactured by HTC. So different plants, probably different, assembly lines, different suppliers for these plastic parts. I'm going to try to put this back more or less the way I found it. You got that divider again. Then you've got the same layout, right? So you've got this little, which I can't lift for whatever reason, this little thing that unscrews, and then you've ut the same manuals and SIMS card removal as before. And let's put this back like that. All right, now we've got the adapter here. Again, same deal, right? Nothing new. Then you've got, I'm not going to even remove this, but you see the cable situation, the headphone adapter, and then you have the charger. So this is exactly the same pieces and parts, the same arrangement, everything pretty much as you'd expect it to be. So let's take a look at the phone a little closer. Now there's a difference in battery size between these phones. Obviously, I believe the big Pixel 2 XL is 3,500 milliamp hours, whereas the small one is 3,000. Of course, let me wipe the dust off. There is a smaller display here, so let's turn it on, and I'll compare the two of them. The thing you notice the most between them is this chamfered edge here. I don't know if you can see it, but on the white one, there's also a gray version of this phone, like a slightly baby bluish gray. This chamfer is not on the other one. Let me just bring out the other one so you can see what I'm saying. So the other one here has just a perfectly smooth edge here, and then there's a chamfer here. Let me turn off the display so you can have better contrast. You can see the difference. So, there's a lack of consistency in design here that's really kind of alarming. Also, the rounded corners on the screen versus square corners. It seems, obviously two different manufacturers, but it seems odd to me that Google wasn't able to get some sort of aesthetic match between these two phones. The black ones in the back look like an aesthetic match, and that's pretty much the only version of an aesthetic match. Even the camera positions are very much different. They match like this, but if you look at them like that, you can clearly see the flash and the camera are reversed. So, very odd to me, to be honest. I Don't know. But spec-wise, these are identical. Other than the display and the battery, these are exactly the same camera, same processor, same amount of RAM. So 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of storage. This particular model, 64 as well. Sorry for the motorcycles going through. No headphone jack also, obviously. 5-inch display, 1080p, OLED. This is also OLED, of course, the same display as the V30. Dual speaker on both. The Pixel 2 is a little louder. You can see one speaker here, one speaker. Pixel 2 is a bit louder than the Pixel 2 XL, actually. And same front-facing camera, I believe 8 megapixel. Same rear camera, 12 megapixel OIS, f/2.1.8, large 1.4 or 1.5 micron pixels. Fingerprint reader, right? Same, so a lot of it is the same. But yeah, overall, there's enough differences here that it seems like a bit of an inconsistency in design. But other than that, you know, come on, it's the Pixel 2 and Pixel 2 XL. They're going to probably be some of the most prized phones this year, so we can't really complain too much. So I'm going to turn off this display so that we, you know, get better light in here. There you have it. So size difference, not that huge, really. I mean, there you have it. Line them up on the bottom edge and the end edge here. So again, you know, an inch difference for a phone that's, the XL is not that much bigger, really, considering it has a much larger screen. And that's what happens when you have wide aspect ratio displays, right? More dust everywhere. So you get a lot more screen real estate despite a phone that's not that much bigger. All right, let's move on to the rest of the unboxing. There's more, always more. Are you ready for more? Boom. Daydream View. This is the new Daydream View. Apparently has improved optics, some cooling for the phone, and a top strap as well. At least that's what I gathered. Actually, I believe the way to open this is the other way around. So this says dream with your eyes open, and there's some serial number information and Google Daydream View, fog, color, blah, blah, blah. Remote on one side, a little tab to hang this from a display, and then it says Daydream Ready VR, Daydream VR Ready. Interesting. All right, I believe you open it this way, and you'll see why in a second. Ugh, this is hard to open. Sorry, it's slowly sliding open. There we go. So, or maybe you don't open it that way. So there you go. Here are the two halves. Daydream VR. Oh, it smells new. This is all fabric-y, and then you've got the remote and some instructions. So let's go through each of these things. So first, let's pull out the VR and then put the box away. So again, very much the same design as last year. Got a little, you know, foam thing here, and you can like lift that up. You know, you can see the optics here. Supposedly improved optics. You can see how you can stick your phone in here, and there is it'll just fit right between, but you see the cooling, right? There is an airflow between the bottom here where my fingers are, and that's, I think, the improved design. And then there's a top strap, which I think is new this year as well. So I'm not going to remove all this stuff right now because I'm not, I just probably will traveling very soon, and I'm probably not going to get around to taking that with me on this trip. But yeah, it felt nice last year, so I think it's going to feel nice this year. You can see how it's got these little lens covers covering it up. And then, of course, these little plastic pieces everywhere. And then in the box, there is the remote. I think it's the same remote as last year. Let's see. I'm trying to remove this. Uh-oh, here we go. It's making a removal sound. It's like sealed. It's like a condom. Ta-da! I think this is the same remote as last year. USB-C, which is the future. This is how everything should be charged. Yeah, so there you go. And then there is a little manual thing here. Probably the same deal as in the Pixel boxes. Yeah, just a little, let's get started. Get the right fit. No, that's an extra thing for get the right fit and be safe. Let's have a look at get the right fit. Cool. Tells you how to adjust everything. That's very nice. And, you know, of course, the safety. This is really simple. Just get the app. All right. So let's put this back. And, but wait, there's more. I'm going to go through these last little things really quickly because I don't believe that they're not really Google products. Well, you'll see. You'll see. I'll pull everything over. Woo! There you go. So 2 cases, one for Pixel 2 XL. These are Earth Live cases, and one for Pixel 2. So we got some protection from Google. And then they shipped us this as part of the review package. Libertone Q-Adapt wireless on-ear with aptX headphones made for Google. I don't remember them even announcing this product. Some serial numbers here. As you can see, it says iPod, iPhone, Bluetooth, aptX. I'm not sure if it's aptX HD. I hope it is. Libertone Q-Adapt wireless on-ear. A little tab and Libertone Q-Adapt and a bunch of text. And more text. There we go. So on the bottom, City Mix. Choose how much you want to hear from the outside. So I guess it has noise canceling. Wear detection. Connect another. Whoa. 2 Libertone Bluetooth together. Interesting. Stay in touch. Of course, microphones and all that. Charge. 20 hours of music. App simplicity. Set up and control. You had Libertone with an app. And then if you open it, it looks like this. Ooh. So this is like a carrying pouch. I don't know if you can see there's a little bird design on here. I know this is a bit of a long unboxing, but hey, it's worth it, right? And so yeah, here's a little travel pouch, as you can see, with a little tab. And it expands, right? And then we've got some cords, 3.5 millimeters, so you can still go analog. Awesome. And then USB. Oh, whoa, micro USB. Why do they do that? Why don't they all go USB-C, especially if it's a made by Google logo on it? That's weird. Anyway, and then the headphones themselves, which do have that vibe of you know, the Pixel vibe with the cloth, very similar to the design of the Daydream. Let's see if I can get these out for you guys. Interesting that they slide out from one end like this. It's like a banana. It's like peeling a banana, and of course now the it's caught on one of the earpieces. There we go. Ooh, these are, ooh, look at that. Soft. And soft. Ooh, these are nice. Metal. I'm going to check them out. All fabric. This is going to get dirty, though. Because I'm a dirty, dirty person. No, I'm just kidding. Power button, I guess. Oh, there's another button here. I'm not sure which. Micro USB 3.5 millimeter. We'll see. I'm pretty picky about headphones, so I'll let you know how these are. They're aesthetically very beautiful, though, I have to say. So, there you go. This is it, guys. I'm done. No more unboxing for you. Let's bring out these phones again. Here we go, guys. The Pixel and Pixel 2. Sorry, Pixel 2 and Pixel 2 XL. Pixel XL. No, Pixel 2 XL and Pixel 2 unboxing. Stay tuned. I'll be discussing these after I review them on my podcast at length. Remember that I do this YouTube channel to show you the products that I talk about on the podcast. So mobiletechpodcast.com is where you should go to subscribe to the podcast. You can find the RSS feed there. I'm on iTunes as well. I'm on Pocket Cast as Mobile Tech Podcast, if you take the initials of that, MTP. And you'll find that on a shortened URL from PCasts. Yeah. And then, subscribe to the channel here on YouTube. Thumbs up. Thumbs down if you don't like it, and then I'll hate you. Thumbs up. thumbs up, okay? You want to do that. And remember, it's all about the podcast. MobileTechPodcast.com. Find me on Twitter at TNKGRL. That's Tanker all without the vowels. And stay tuned for more videos coming your way soon. Cheers, everybody. Bye.